This is the first harvest from my 20 square feet vegetable challenge. Spinach today, and this is really something that I eat a lot in springtime because it grows so nicely in this weather. But as you can see on the spinach, you can spot some flower buds here in the middle, and that is a sign that it's going to flower. And when the spinach flowers, it will not produce that many nice leaves, so it's time for harvest then. So that is what I do today. I harvest the spinach in this row, and as you can see, this part where I sow the vegetables in rows developed so nicely, and I have lovely dill, and the lettuce is coming, and the pak choi and the spinach. But all the seeds that I broadcasted, I sowed by simply sprinkle them out over the surface. That spinach was going to flower, so I removed all of it a week ago. And basically you can see on the spinach with tiny small plants, they start to get a bit yellow in the leaves, and that is a sign that they don't get the fertilization they need, the food into the ground. And they are also being a bit stressed, mainly because they stand very close to each other, and the days, the daylight is being the days are longer than they are early in the spring, so they don't grow as good then. So I simply removed all of it to start something else, and I think it's good to remove things that don't grow as good as you suppose them to do. So simply get rid of it and start something else. And what I did was that I made some new rows, and I sowed like dill, more lettuce. I sowed the spring onion. I think you say spring onion. And I actually sowed some snap beans as well. Only a few seeds. Right, so today I harvest this row, and as I told you in the previous part, that once I harvest like a row or another piece of vegetable, I will fill it up immediately with something else, and that is what I am going to do now. I think this is a very important thing with gardening. You can't always prepare for what is going to happen, and in this case I didn't expect the spring to be this explosive. So, well, you have to count on things being like destroyed and a disappointment. And then you just start a new project and you will soon forget about it. So don't be too disappointed or too angry about things not going as you planned it. After I had removed the spinach from that part of the bed, I watered very carefully because the bed was quite dry, and I also put a liquid fertilizer all over the bed, and that was because I saw on the dill that parts of the plants were a bit yellow in the leaves. I can show you here. You can see those small plants, the outer leaves here are a bit yellow in the color, and that is a sign that they need more fertilizer in the soil. You could put some manure or what kind of fertilizer you choose to use. And dill and those plants growing in this bed, like lettuce and the pak choi and spinach and all of it, they are quite hungry. They need a lot of food in the soil, and that is something that you need to think about all the year, really. And what I use is my own urine, and it sounds very strange to you who have not tried it, but there are actually studies showing that one person produces enough like manure from your own body as urine during 1 year, as you need to provide the soil with food for the greens to grow in the same period. And that is amazing. and we should really use that resource. And I do by peeing on my potty and I put like 1 piece of urine and 10 parts of water in a can, and I water this area, and it's really, really good. And in just a few days the dill changed its color and is now healthy and green. So that is a tip from my garden. So I already prepared this area, so I don't need to do anything now except sowing something in this row where I harvested the spinach. And I have chosen a beetroot, a yellow beetroot. Burpees Golden is the variety's name, and this is like a 2-in-1 gift for you as a gardener. This is where you can harvest the root as a beetroot, a yellow beetroot, and you can eat the leaves as well. And it does not require very a thick layer of soil, so you can grow it perfectly well in a bed like this. So now I did not sow the seeds one and one in this row. I sowed them in like clumps with 3 or 4 seeds in each. And that's a very good thing to do with beetroots, that you grow them in like clusters or clumps where they develop like several roots in one place. So by doing that I can harvest more from this quite tiny space, and I get plenty of leaves for my salad bowls. So now it's really only to wait for next time to harvest, and I am completely sure about that I can't share every moment with you on tape, so I will take photographs and share it with you at my blog. And at sarabäckmo.com you will find all the details about this sowing and the bed and the 20 square feet vegetable challenge that I hope you join me in. So check out the web page or the blog to find more about this. And I will be very careful now with watering because it's still very dry in Sweden. So water and put some fertilization on, urine or like chicken manure into water, for example, is a very good thing for those vegetables. So I hope you are doing fine with your garden project, and if you join me on this, I am really wishing you better luck with your spinach. But this one will be a good meal for me. Thank you for watching. Bye.